Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where unfortunately it took us about 14 years to complete Beaverton or something like that. That's not a pace that we can continue at, but there's not really anything for it except to just keep rolling forward, so let us do exactly that. I think we want to hit this ghost town. I think we want to join the hunt, catch the spectral stag, and then get some fabric for future caravans, and I think we want to do it on Prestige 13, which we have now earned the right to play on. Okay, and that also blows up your cornerstone choices, because, you know, the game's got to get harder. That's how they feel about it. I don't agree, but that's the world we're living in. Okay, and then we're going to take, I guess, 42 food also. And what kind of place are we here? Ah, Thunderblight shards. Okay, so we definitely want to do some mining. Okay. Win the game after catching or releasing this special treasure stag. Could be an interesting challenge. So we can start with 8 people. That's an awful lot of planks to begin with, which is kind of rad. Now, lizards, I believe their domiciles are made of brick and fabric, so the planks are not ideal. If you're starting frog lizard, obviously the huge benefit of that is you have overlap on the training gear with the delivery line, so that's pretty exciting, but their other crossovers are not really so good. Like, it takes a while to get pie going. Like jerky or skewers, I might go this way. Yeah, let's go this way, see what we end up with. Like, it's possible that we get an overlap on jerky or skewers or something like that. Let's see. So this is... Timberhold feels like an inappropriate name. Harpies Landings, kind of... Beaverton. They really like that one. But you can't just name all of your towns Beaverton, because then how are you going to tell them apart from one another? Anyway. Here we go. Let's see about this treasure stag. So I'm actually really curious, like how much time we're going to be given to catch it, how much distance we're going to have to cover to catch it, and so on. The forest's fruits are so ripe they almost fall into the basket on their own. Gathering speed up 50% during drizzle. Pretty cool. Burning cysts takes longer. Don't be unhoused during the storm. It's pretty normal. Pay oil is a bummer for sure. Every storm season, 2 blight rot cysts will appear, multiplied by the number of years that have passed. Really harsh. Really pretty harsh. Okay. We're going to figure this out. So, we got foxes. Overlap here on skewers. Skewers, boots, pickled goods. Pickled goods is a really good one, but it takes a little while to get running because of the fact that you need the you need container production. So the spectral stag hides in the forest. We have 30 minutes to make it over there. Okay. That's certainly tighter than the amount of time I would usually spend traveling that distance, but I don't know that it seems doable. A little bummed out to see no obvious clay. I guess this stuff, yeah. There's clay gathering in flax fields. That's right. All right, so I do think we probably need to get on this though. So let's start out chopping our way in here. I'm assuming I will probably we probably get the same number of choices, yeah, from these. So the Cornerstone Forge becomes even more valuable after you hit Prestige 13 because it gives you much better access to Cornerstone abilities than normal Cornerstone choosing does. Okay, so our triggers can be copper ore, gathering node charges used, packs of goods produced. For effects, get tablets, get provisions, get random building materials. I mean, ancient tablets are cool. Honestly, sea marrow is also very good. So what, like for every 35 gathering node charges is a lot. You'll go through that pretty quickly when fishing and stuff, but I don't know. These all seem kind of not great. These all seem like things that are only going to happen a few times, right? In theory, copper ore might be good. We don't have to choose this right now, I guess. This is all just stuff where we can keep an eye on it. Because it's not until we're mining that we'll actually be able to earn them anyway. So yeah, there's that. We're probably going to want a harvester's camp up right after that. That'll be the next priority. Put people on this, put people on this. And then I'll probably just run. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, okay. So it's a little awkward because that's 7 spaces, but we'll put decorations in the last row or something. Yeah, something like that though. And then we'll end up extending it up here and pushing through the trees. And once they have those things done, we can worry about housing. Gather quickly, friends. You know what? I'm gonna actually even assign a couple people to be just to grab the wood as fast as possible. Okay, and then so we're gonna want to do a shelter for the foxes. How many lizard houses can we run off of our starting goods? 2. Okay, let's go ahead and do that then. Avoid glades except marked. Let's reroll on these. Early peasant supplies is real good. Yeah, I don't feel bad about that at all. Okay, we have drizzle water geyser, rain punk drill, another pond. It's an algae pond, which is nice. And the rain punk drill is 2 to 3 coal veins if we fix it. We can fix it with pipe, which might be a good way to go. Get the foxes to 18 resolve for 30 seconds. Let's see, so we're at 1 hostility right now. What is this? Upgrade, just upgrade a geyser pump. Honestly, that's probably the reward we want too, 15 bricks. But if we get them, so we're not going to be able to get good housing, but we'll be able to get 3 points from normal housing them. 5 more points from favoring them. We'll take them to 11. Drop the hostility level. You're still not getting there without some kind of other booster. And honestly, this one's good, I think. Complete 3 glade events gives us pickle jar efficiency, a building that's fine, versus hydraulics, which is pretty good but requires us to build some stuff I don't really want to build. You know, we might be able to make Impetuous Explorer happen. 3 glade events. So the rain punk drill is going to count as 1. We're going to open a... yeah, I'm going to take this. I think we can do that. We're going to open a dangerous thing. This is really easy to do, but the reward is only okay. But oh well, honestly, both of our species like boots. Getting some boots for the early storm is maybe good. Okay, so that means we need to make sure that we prioritize the construction of that initial park. We take it easy on building other stuff until the park is done. Okay, and then I think... yeah, it makes sense just to keep going straight through, right? That should get us where we're going. Do this. It's a little bit of an awkward road, but... Oh, I guess actually... Looks like we won't be able to go up on that side of the geyser anyway. So we'll build the road over and through. Yeah, that rain punk drill won't be there forever. I think I am going to fix it. I think I might just throw 6 parts at it, honestly. Like, there's something to be said for burning pipes early, but we have parts. I'm just going to do this. Just get that done and get it fast. Because the setting up the mine is valuable for sure. That leaves us with only 1 person in builder mode. I want to keep running the wood back, right? Like, I think that's important. It's always weird to me what trees you do and don't need to open in order to finish off the thing. Okay, we have 50 seconds on this. Oh, I need to construct another shelter because we are not going to have the ability to do the other thing. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we are actually not going to hit this. Okay, found another drizzle geyser, salt veins, but they're not like. It's always a shame to see them so far away from other mining veins. You'd like to see like 4 or 5 things right on top of each other, you know? Yeah, I'm actually not going to hit speedy real estate. I'm worried. Because I didn't build the other house fast enough. Yeah, they're just not going to get the thing done. That sucks. We should have those boots, and now we don't. Alright. That's fine. It's not fine. It sucks. Honestly, with how long it took them to run back the wood, I'm not sure we would have gotten it in time. Alright, so we gotta get through here, and then we probably have to start working toward the next one pretty immediately. Oh, wow. Look at that. So I'm going to... I know this is going to maybe seem a little early. But I would like to build a small warehouse in here, actually. Yeah, because we're going to hollow out this area. Okay, we're also going to need, at this point... focus up time, a crude workstation. So that's a broccoli patch, another algae pond, some copper veins, not bad, some buildings to repair, an upgraded foragers camp, which is nice. Fits right on these things. So somebody should rebuild that. That's a Glade event, by the way. And then, yeah, I definitely want to tame this thing. So we probably are just waiting until after the storm. Yeah, waiting until after the storm and throwing parts at it. If we can buy 2 tools from somebody, or like, does a cache? We've only seen the 1 cache. Yeah, if we had a cache with a tool in it or something, I guess they don't do that, I don't think. Yeah, we'd like some tools. So I'm gonna make sure that we build our trading post. There's a small chance that we'll be able to trade for some early tools. And our trading post honestly can just, yeah, this seems fine. Seems like an okay spot for it. Prioritize this higher, please. The harvester's camp. Yeah, you are in fact just out of stuff to do for the moment. That was quick and efficient. I appreciate that. Don't worry, we're gonna find stuff for you to do. Oh, also, I set this over here, but then I didn't like actually tell them to. Well, you know what? Let's not cut toward the thing just yet. Or rather, let's cut toward it, but not open it. Because I do want to have this at least partially done. Right, we want to have the next thing to focus on by the time. Or we want to be able to focus on the next thing by the time we're doing that. Maybe I need to manually equip 2 people to this. Let's make sure that this is a focus. I guess I should probably build another house. Whatever, we're fine. Okay, so as ever, let's make stuff out of what you can make stuff out of. We have plenty of materials for fabric. So, does the warehouse require planks, or no, it requires bricks? Alright, we have enough stuff to make that happen. Alright, I think you 2 are now just working this thing. Unfortunately, you can't make skewers from... Well, actually... Hold on a second. I don't know that. You can absolutely make skewers from vegetables. Vegetables and... we have a little bit of the starting meat left. So, okay, that's interesting. At this level of efficiency, the skewers recipe actually doesn't produce food. You're getting back exactly as many units of food as you're putting in. Usually there's some kind of, you're turning non-food into food or something. So it would just be for the resolve here, which I guess doesn't make it a super high priority. We don't need it right this second. The trader is the next, please finish the trader. But I guess I only have 1 builder, so. Let's make sure we get that done. We can probably bring these people in. Okay, harpies. I'm gonna wait until the storm's over. Okay, that should make some things a little bit easier. A little bit easier and faster. Please, please, please build the trader, because I want to get trade before this happens. And remember, with 2 foxes, it'll be faster. But yeah, I want to see the trader, see if we can buy 2 tools before I commit all of our parts, which I will do, and maybe we'll be okay. Cobbler's got good, efficient boots production. That's pretty nice. Yeah, alright. So they haven't bothered to finish constructing the thing yet. I guess maybe tell these guys not to do planks. Like, that wood's in the stockpile. You could be building with it, you just aren't. That's very annoying. That sucks. This sucks less. I think we're doing 2 hearths for sure this time, so that won't be a big deal. For every 10 completed trade routes, all houses have room for one more person. Or, you know what? Trade hub's real strong. It's a little scarier to take it this early. Right, where it could potentially cost us 4 whole points of reputation. But we'll make more than 4 reputation on it over the course of a game this long, especially with packs already. I'm going to take it. I do think it's really, really strong. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us too much in the long run. $628, huh? So let me grab... I think we're doing this. It will take them $5.29 to run the thing. Alright, just commit to doing it this way. There's nothing we can do about it. And let's build a harpy house relatively quickly. The reward for this would be good. I won't be totally heartbroken if we can't get it. How long does it take them to actually start the task? They've been ordered to run with... okay, I didn't press the button. That's annoying. So they're running to it with the tools right now. 527? Nope. Y'all? Didn't press the button is my least favorite kind of failure. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It sucks a huge amount, but we'll live. I think I will go ahead and do this. I think I'm fine with that trade route. Okay, Farloff, my man. We don't really have a lot of stuff to trade with you. I think the thing we would need most right now is brick. We got some dye early from the trees. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't have anything to trade. Sorry, buddy. I would gladly have traded like fewer parts. So, are we gonna get... We are gonna get there ahead of the threat timer at least. So we're not gonna lose all of our planks and stuff. And that means I think it's time to cut through here. We're gonna get this treasure stag at least. Okay, so the harpies are covered. We would love to build 2 more lizard houses, and we actually are producing the kinds of things that you need to make that happen. And then, like... we can push this up to tier 2 real fast. Okay, so... Ancient Shrine. So, catch you. You'll take all of the treasures. It has some treasures. Forest will curse you, or release it. Yeah, I mean, we take the empathy option, right? It gives us +1 global resolve and 25 amber to start with. Okay, I don't feel horrible about that. Oh, hey, that's a Glade event. Turns out we get the thing anyway. Pretty rad. Okay. So. This is harsh. And we only have 744 to set it up. This is going to kill 5 random villagers if we don't do it. We do have the resources necessary to simply loot. It's a really fast event. We might be able to survive just loot. Workers assigned to Glade events carry more things. 3 tablets. I mean, like, I would very much prefer the excavate. With 25 additional amber, I almost wonder if it's worth it to just rush the next trader. I feel like Sahilda doesn't usually have tools. And it's that or building materials, which I don't think we can put the 15 packs of building materials quickly together quickly enough. This is going to be almost all of our food. But I think this is really realistically our only option. And I think obviously we got to get 2 foxes to do it because we want to really minimize that that timing. So let's get y'all on this. Foxes on that. Go, go, go. How are we doing? Okay, we're not the happiest we've ever been. The lizard house is getting built. Will help. And obviously we can do a little bit of dancing. Sadly, the lizard houses getting fixed did not take them up to 6. It took them up to 5. Well, all right. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to endure. How long on this? Almost exactly the same amount of time. We're going to be in really good shape once we get through these. We have what feels to me like a strong setup. How's that forager gonna leave? Come on now. Alright, I think we probably have to I just have to drop a woodcutter. I was trying to get fancy and like keep our income rates going and stuff, but whatever. Drop the woodcutter, it's fine. Alright, let's start thinning out the forest around the warehouses and stuff. Actually, let's start thinning out the forests around the hearth. I'm going to unequip you from that as well. Okay, so plank making is normal again, but also we have so many planks. We got the hearth up to level 2 already, or we will. We did. We had it up to level 2. And then I lost a point of population. So we're going to build another hearth up here. I'm going to do it. Let's just... what does it cost to do it? Because as much as I don't want to be burning fuel at double speed, it does help with the hostility. Yeah, once we have our coal mine going, maybe it's a little bit more interesting. Speaking of which... Actually, we should probably... probably this would be a good place to focus for a moment. Let's carve out some space so that we can still have a road through here. And that's still pretty close to the warehouse. They'll get that stuff back there. Okay. We have 3 drizzle water geysers. And no other geysers. All right, this is definitely a good time to start working on these too. We like boots. Water skins are okay potentially as a... No, I don't think we're going to have any leather. Yeah, so maybe leather skins or water skins are not going to be effective as a container. It's leather or fish scales. We'll have some fish scales. Yeah, leather worker might be okay, actually. Everybody benefits from boots. Oh, except we already have a boots building. It's not a very good one, though. I kind of don't want to run a weaver. The other thing we should be making sure we're paying attention to here is, yeah, like this. We have a super efficient boot builder, and we probably do want packs of building materials because we can use them to, like housing upgrades are actually meaningful. Paste wine and biscuits is a weird one. We want tea. Yeah, I don't know. This cannery we might just break down, honestly. So I kind of think we don't want leather worker then. Let's take a reroll. All right, hard to pass up brickyard. Enhanced Trapper's Camp is a winner for sure. And then Carpenter is literally always good. As is the press, super efficient oil is nice, but yeah, let's take Carpenter. Okay, so we don't have any parts right now, or we don't have enough parts, but we do have large snake nests, so we'll get some benefit from that, and hopefully even more benefit from it at some point in the future. We could just break down, since the Harvester's Camp's not doing anything for us right now, just break this down and get its parts back. Yeah, and the eggs give us... Oh, there's 2 deposits too. And there's smaller egg deposits back there. So yeah, this is definitely good. Let's get that running. I would love to assign some people to it. I guess, you know what? I am going to just go ahead and assign the lizards to it. Because we'll have all these other foxes back soon enough. And that'll be even more food getting gathered, which is something that we need. Okay, and like overall, I think things are going all right. It's not awesome prices. I don't really want to sell raincoats. I think we want to hold the raincoats. It's possible I was too aggressive with the chasing the treasure stag, honestly. I don't want to move this because I think the spot where that's sitting is about where that hearth is going to go. All right, we desperately need more people. I could start gathering from one of these drizzle water geysers, I suppose. Probably a thing worth figuring out. Oh, you know what else is going to be worth figuring out and definitely worth doing before I forget and spend all the parts? We have to get a blight post up. And we'd like it to be kind of between the two, right? Like here maybe? So let's prioritize that. All right, we got people on offer. Ooh. We don't have great sources of clay right now. Obviously, there's a lot of value in picking up some coal, but I think I'm going to take the clay. And we're not yet having to deal with any of the really ugly storm stuff. All the bad stuff starts at 2. So, if we upgrade our geyser pump, we'll get 5 parts. What does it cost to do that again? Okay, we can afford that. Let it run itself. I'll hit this. I guess we can hit this now. I was going to say it gains us people, which is maybe a little scary, but because we're right at a hostility level, but also the storm's ending, so it's all good. Who cares? This is something we could get pretty easily later. It's hard to know if we'll ever. I think new clothes is fine. It does mean we have to pick up a lot of harpies. Leisure is not really a need for our... Oh, this is deliver ale. And the tavern's always good, even if you don't have leisure. But I think I'm going to take harpy villagers instead. And here, sell some resin for not a great price. You know what? I'm good. We'll skip that. All right, so we have a lot of hands free. We have a lot of people who are willing to do things. I want to get this stuff done so that I can get the blade post up. Hey, look who has parts all of a sudden. We could buy... Fuel consumption in hearths is reduced. Actually might be really relevant for this scenario in particular, because of the fact that we're going to be running 2 hearths. I'm going to take that. And then we can get 12 amber worth of goods from these ancient tablets. What do we need? I was just saying that we'll be having trouble making bricks. So maybe what we should take is just a lot of raw brick materials. Because like we have algae ponds and stuff, we can definitely get more fabric. And obviously we have wood. Okay. We have another blueprint choice as well. This feels like a reroll. I'm definitely looking for... There's a building that makes both jerky and skewers. That would be our ideal, I think, at this point. Once these trees are out of the way enough to build the blight post, which it looks like they now might be, we can start working on the next thing. Indeed. Okay. Let's just open this whole area up. So the next thing I'm thinking about is our first mine, which we do have the parts for. Yeah, running the first mine right here. I'll have to deconstruct the road a little bit. It's a shame to build a mine for just two veins, but like early coal is going to be... When I say early, I mean obviously not like that early, but coal. Coal is good. And then that way we can start working toward our cornerstone forge as well. Because it is 40 vein charges. Every 40 vein charges. Yeah, and then we'll just reshape that road a little bit and run it like this instead. Okay, how many people do we have that we want to put to the work in the mine? I guess let's get it done. Let's get it out of there really fast, right? Oh, except I probably don't want it to be all lizards and stuff. All right, well, hold on. First things first. I probably do want a harpy firekeeper. Where's my one harpy is working over here. Let's make that your job instead. And for right now, we'll do this and like just give me a handful of cysts or a handful of fires on hand. I also need to make sure I am updating the housing area over here. So that puts us on 6 lizard houses. We have a brickyard. We need to actually construct our brickyard. That'll probably happen over here. Now that we're mining the coal, is this the time to go and get the hearth thing done? Give us access to some boots. I mean, we won't be able to make it level 2 yet because we don't have the population for two level 2 hearths. Yeah, I guess we'll worry about that later. We have. Okay, we're a little short resources for another gathering building right now. And unfortunately, the only way we're going to get another gathering building is by completing the fish, but we'll figure it out. We'll get there later. For right now, let's get that stuff constructed. Let's get some mining done. Make sure we have lots of efficient stuff to burn. Alright, how many cysts? Okay. That's pretty harsh. That's pretty brutal. This is a better price. Yeah, I would go ahead and... The egg price we're getting here is not bad either. And I recognize that I'm selling a large amount of our total food if I do this. But... food's trending upward. Alright, let's get both of those running. Alright, we need to decide what we're doing with these buildings. I think this one's getting rebuilt. That's a big lumber strain, I guess. But we're already producing so much coal that I think it's okay. Because I'm trying to make fire at the same time. Yeah, I guess I really don't want to build the second hearth until after we deal with that fire anyway, right? And then I think we're gonna just salvage this one. Yeah. So try to get some raw wood on that. I suppose that stuff could wait for order purposes, but whatever. So we still haven't got enough amber from our trade routes to re-roll this yet. That's going to get us to 14. That's annoying. We're probably going to have to open up some more glades. And it's definitely worth it to cut a woodcutter. I didn't realize we were only at 2. That's a little bit of a problem. Okay, we did not get enough purging fire made, but we did do some. Probably don't want to be selling my tools. Is it going to be enough to keep us safe? I'm a little worried it might not. Obviously, they can still make some. Okay, got our first Thunderblade shard. I think I am going to go for this. If we take a penalty. So, like, if I take -1 sacrifice stacks, perhaps. I will do that. That's going to be our first shard. But yeah, we're going to lose people to this. I didn't devote enough bodies to making fire in time. It is only going to happen once, but it's still obviously very bad. Okay, so we lost 2 lizards and a fox. Let's recover. And yeah, we should definitely have a woodcutter running, right? I for sure want a second harpy here. Yeah, second harpy. So just trying to do my best to get the best chance of making additional fuel. Okay, at the moment it looks like 5 is going to be sufficient. Just pull back to 5. But okay, that's, you know, we survived. In theory, both of these are things that we should just kind of get incidentally at this point. This one has 8 parts attached to it, so I think we have to take that one. All workers have a 5% higher chance of producing double yields for every 110 points of expected corruption. How does this work exactly? So that happens at storm time, so we won't be just sitting there with the extra assists through the more productive seasons. Honestly, as much as it feels like betting against myself, I am considering taking bone tools. No, we should be getting things under control. Hostility is reduced by 40 for every level 2 hearth is going to be minus 80 hostility for us. I think that's probably the play. Okay. So let's get that done. We have our trade route thing now. We can wait on accumulating the amber for income tax until we're closer to the amount of trades we need. I think we can run that at double, and when that finishes, we'll be able to finally re-roll that blueprint. And now, like, the most salient question is, do we build a field kitchen? Even though we don't really, like, hugely benefit from the resources. Because it's a little bit of a bummer of a thing to put people into. This requires stone, right? Or, okay, stone or clay or salt. Yeah, all right. We should probably get fox housing up proper. That'll help us with our starting situation or with our starting resolve situation as well. I do think it's time to build the second hearth. Yeah, that fits really well. Let's focus on that first. And then we'll get that leveled up. We'll move some domiciles around. Okay, mine ran out of stuff already. I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be a super long runner. I think I will probably pull all of you from the mine. If we were to just set up another mine, we could reclaim the parts later. Okay, it does fit nice and cozy in there, doesn't it? Alright, so one lizard firekeeper, one fox firekeeper should be the maximum in, like, reducing hostility and improving resolve, which is pretty rad. And then, in order to keep you level 2, we need 14 population gathered around you, which means I can move... move any 2 houses that have 2 folks in them for right now. And then we can figure out a better long-term plan later. All right, and as new people come in, we'll build over here. And let me actually get the first park in this area established as well. Just so as soon as we hit the right level, we'll be ready to go. So we have 6 people unemployed right now, but, you know, some of that's mine workers who are just waiting for their mine to be completed. Take our reroll. All right, well, Tavern's it's really pretty good. Even if you're not using its needs, it's really pretty good. Ordinarily, I don't know if I would even do such a piddly trade, but we're just trying to accumulate raw number of trades for income tax. Okay. Yeah, get me some copper ore, which will incidentally also get me a bunch of sea marrow. I don't love selling clay, but that is a good price at least. We'll make it work. The copper mine's going to produce a bunch of clay anyway. Okay, what are we missing housing wise? Let's see here. Sorry about that. So we don't actually need the number of lizard houses we have. We have enough shelters. Yeah, once the harpy house is up, we're good. And then once we start building fox houses, obviously, things will change a little bit. Let's plan for the tavern down here. I mean, that's a beautiful spot for it. And having it running and just providing 3 resolve will be nice. Okay, let's just put up that field kitchen, I think, as well. How are we doing down here with the wood cutting? We have cut clear a pretty significant area. I'm gonna come over here for the same purpose. Let's just chop up a bunch of stuff that is near the hearth. And also leads into, you know, the next couple of glades that we're going to open. All right, we're trying hard. We're getting stuff done. So for every units of coal, copper, ore, and salt used in crafting. Okay. We can do that. We'll turn all this copper ore into something, I'm sure. And for right now, we're kind of just waiting on stuff getting processed. We're even holding on through the storm okay. Hostility's pretty low. The second, yeah, I'll do this just to accumulate numbers. The second hearth is actually very helpful. That deal I'm not interested in. How far are we from the selection of the final order? Okay, so it'll be real soon. Newcomers, we can probably handle them during the storm. Worst case scenario, we end up turning off a woodcutter or something. Yeah, nobody's particularly low on resolve or anything. Okay, garden's finished, so once we have the housing over here up, we'll be in good shape. We're going to need, in addition to that harpy house, yeah, we just need to start getting fox houses done. But I guess for the moment, a shelter block there will make sure we get to level 1. And then we'll be on our way to level 2, you know, whenever. Yeah, take that. Boy, they really want all of my clay, huh? We still have some stone. Yeah, and we're pulling more clay. Alright, so that's got us to 7 of 10. There's our next Thunderblight shard. And I haven't even looked at what we might take from it. Okay, hold on. Let's pause the game. Have a look at this. So for every 3 trade routes currently in progress, that's kind of whatever. Every 4 villagers in the settlement, or 4 lizards specifically. Every 2 levels of standing reached. 5 dead villagers. We can have a chance of producing double yields, get lizard resolve, get bonus jerky or porridge production. Well, I'm pretty sure we're not on porridge, and we don't have a jerky building. I don't know how long this is going to take to for us to acquire. I do kind of like just having a nice solid. This would only be 6% right now. We could get it up to 9% at the next time we take people. That's, yeah, the yield is not very good, unfortunately. So the question is, like, would we rather have the lizard resolve? And then if I take a penalty here, perks and blueprints are more expensive. I probably don't want to destroy 2 random gathering nodes. But perks and blueprints being more expensive is not such a big deal because we don't really use it anyway. So for every 4... You know what? I will do that. For every 4 lizard villagers, just a ton of extra lizard resolve seems pretty decent. Complete 5 trade routes worth at least 17 amber each. We'll try. That is certainly a setup. Okay. favor them even further and earn some resolve here, earn some reputation. So part of the thing with Trade Hub is that completing orders earning less reputation does reduce your initial like impatience pushback. So that's looking a little bit scary. I would love to get this one upgraded, but upgrades are expensive and we don't necessarily have all the tools that we would need. So I can fire this recipe 4 more times in total. We get 8 more bricks. And that would be enough, actually. Yeah, let's delete this. Let's make this a high priority. Try to get that building repaired, or try to get this building producing more combustibles and stuff, which is an obvious net gain for us. So this is like 1 value. This is like a half value. The price is not amazing, but it's not terrible. It is a lot of yield of stuff going out the door. Okay. Still feeling a little bit tight on resources. And yeah, this is the way we're going to be for a minute, right? It's just... it's just tough to get enough, ooh, jerky production. I think we might be taking this building. We don't need to make coal right now, but who says we won't need to make it later? And jerky at 1 star is probably actually food producing. Let's hope. I don't know if it matters hugely where it goes. I'm just thinking, I don't want to be taking up hearth space, but I also don't want it too far from a warehouse. Oh wait, but that's made of bricks. Sorry. Yeah, for the moment we need every brick right here. Alright, now we just need the trade orders to come through at values that we can actually take good advantage of. And I guess it's probably we have some advanced resource incomes and stuff. We're a little bit better outfitted. It might be time to start hacking through 2 new clearings. We do have some more vegetables over here. Yeah, what I want more than anything before we stop the episode is I want to get to... okay, this. I want to make sure I did this before I forgot. And then go back here and reset this down to its previous function. But I was worried, for obvious reasons, that if I didn't focus up, I would end up walking away and leaving it that way and then, you know, not remember it when I came back. This is a really good price, and as much as I want to use my amber or my copper ore in recipes, we got to take that. I think this is similarly a very, very good price. Yeah, I think I'm actually fine selling almost all of my remaining tools in this way. All right, now remember, we still need a tool recipe, or we still need a copper bar recipe. We can do lots of other things. All right, you guys are probably over prepared. This is still coming together slowly. They're just like constantly stymied by a lack of lumber. Yeah. It's only so much we can do, you know? All right, I'm feeling fairly stable. Let's get through this storm before I announce that I'm on top of things. Do we not have harpy houses for everyone? Huh, I thought I had put down... Oh, I have put down enough. Yeah, I guess we just ran out of... We must have run out of fibers. Yeah, because we don't have any fabric. Alright, well that's a little bit of a shame. Yeah. Kind of have to, sadly. Let's cut the favor here as we're coming up to the storm. Can we please make this like a very high priority? And then if we have more people incoming, that's more cloth right there. But we probably need to save this until after the storm because we don't have housing for these people right now. Well, we have housing for the lizard. And I guess if we... You know what? Maybe we can make that work. Because that should allow them to cut the... Yeah, to put the fabric together really fast. We can cut woodcutters entirely. Drop back down to hostility 1. And we do need to keep gaining harpies, of course, for harpy villagers. All right, that's got the hearth finally leveled up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna need to chop through into a bigger, into another glade. We're starting to run out of gathering nodes. And it still is taking forever for things to get done, but it'll be a lot better once we have the thing there. Unfortunately, by gaining a point of reputation, we lost a point of impatience, and it actually fucked up our unhappiness. Okay, copper bars and skewers. Furnace is really, really good, and it completely removes the need for me to build this building. No, we just took a furnace in there instead. So let me move your building plan to the corner. Okay, and that should give us really good food once we actually have everything built. I can toggle here and just lose a harpy. And losing one person... Oh, nope, losing one person does not in fact fix it. I thought that was going to drop us a hostility level. Well, this certainly will. It shouldn't have been 2 harpies. That's not the way I should have done that. What was I thinking? Let's get a fishing hut going. That'll give some people some stuff to do. Yeah, I was kind of not expecting that we'd be able to keep our hostility so low for so long. We've seen it go so much worse recently, right? Okay, we could use some help here, Sir Ronald. Renwald, Sir Renwald. I definitely just need a bunch of building materials, and then also, I suppose it would be good to get some overlap food. Is pie? No, it's just jerky here, actually. Of these. Okay, so we can get some of that done. We're not gonna get all of it probably. Although, you know what? I have resources that are worth an awful lot of money. So, like, we don't need to hold on to very much brawling gear. We're producing sea marrow very quickly. The clan hall. So, carnivorous tradition is actually really good, as is ancient ways. Do I want to take that design more than I want to buy some of this stuff? Because obviously, pulling 48. No, I think it's really good. It's really good. So yeah, we'll just not pick up quite as much here as I was thinking. Honestly, we could probably do without the jerky. And then, like, do I want to pull the one side down, or do I want to just put more gear on the close side? Because we can still make it happen. I'm making it happen. Uh, 20 coal for every 3 burned blight rot cysts is kind of interesting, and it's probably pretty good. Eventually. It's pretty good eventually. So we're producing the buildings that make the food. The furnace uses drizzle water. So yeah, I'm definitely going to install at least one rain engine here. I think I'm going to take burnt to a crisp, and it's, you know, it's fine. We're working on it. Now, I was going to say, like, hey, maybe we should build a second workstation or something, but honestly, the problem is just raw wood income, right? So this feels to me like actually one of those times where we build a second woodcutter's camp for a while. Because I think we're pretty desperate. Right, we got a couple of good export hub trade routes going. We're going to want a clan hall eventually. The clan hall could come over here, and we can maybe... What if we had pretensions of having 2 level 3 hearths? Can you imagine such a thing? Yeah, all right. I'm going to set this inactive for a moment. Let's finish Gleevid's Tales first, since we're so close to it. Yeah, and once we get this fishing hut up, we'll be able to gather, so we'll be able to make a bunch of cloth. Yeah, that'll all be good. I mean, we have a lot of cloth. Stuff's gonna get built. It's always a nightmare trying to maintain enough resources to do anything ever. And we're going to have trouble with hands here in a second. Ooh, look at that. Big leather sources. and meat and salt and all this moss broccoli and a clothier. Wow. Okay. A lot of good stuff here. But before we can deal with anything, we gotta deal with an ancient burial site. Now this one, yeah, this one's not so bad if we fuck it up. I definitely do want to hit the excavate here. So we're either going to need to buy some tools or make some packs of building materials, and this is not a good time to have to make a large amount of packs of building materials. But maybe it can be done. We had a building for that, didn't we? I might not have actually kept it. But one of the weird buildings we took, I think, or at least we saw one that could. That makes luxury goods. Yeah, I guess we must not have actually taken it. I never remember about those particular capabilities because it's always like, well, why would I not just makeshift post? It never feels very important. But maybe we're looking at makeshift post time because, like, acquiring 15 tools is non-trivial. If we wanted to just calm the spirits, honestly, that feels more expensive. A bunch of blood flowers will be bad when they spawn, and we'll suffer some starvation while we're dealing with them. But at least they'll be, you know, lootful when we finish dealing with them. All right, let's rearrange some things. Let's get some stuff settled. I deleted this building over here. That's fine. So one thing we definitely want to be doing is producing some amount of this stuff. Pottery is probably a good idea as well. And we'll put brick up here and take brick off of your mind.
So how?
And that can just be some foxes. Then we have this, so it would be a good idea to make some copper bars. Obviously, it'll help us get some rain punk carts and stuff, which is fun. Skewers would be... we wouldn't be making pie. Skewers would also be really nice, but we don't have... yeah, this is rough. We don't really have access to half of the recipe. We have a lot of eggs coming in. And I mean, we'll get fish. We'll get, like, bursts of fish. But yeah, part of the problem here is that we don't routinely have the recipes, the resources necessary to make some of these things. So even with these buildings completed, I don't necessarily want to put people on them. What we might do for right now is just... well, I want to have people on here because I want to be making crystallized dew. So maybe what we do for right now is just nothing. Just let people build. Like I said, it's probably about time, or well past time, to set up a makeshift post. Okay, there's a clay node in here too. This is really a jackpot. What a very good yield. Okay, so who is working, who doesn't? Like, do we have places where people are not? Maybe... because I would love to pull some people to work on this tavern, but I don't want to lose all of my builders. It does kind of look like we're just dealing. It's probably not a two-person job anymore.
Bertola.
Sukhau.
Alright, favor you into the blue, and I think somewhere around here is where we will leave it for the moment. This ancient burial site is tomorrow someone's problem. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I think we got our feet under ourselves pretty solidly here. I think we're on our way to a victory, but it's still too slow. It's year 6. It's Drizzle 6. I'm really having a lot of trouble finding a way to get set up quickly. It always feels like we're really limited by the number of people we have on hand. I always need more bodies. And while it often feels like we need more blueprints, the amount to which more blueprints would be helpful is very limited by how many bodies we have. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we will continue to honor the legacy of the treasure stag. And we'll see you then.